Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Jason Kokenzie with Building Wealth Now. Welcome to another edition of Building Wealth Now podcast and YouTube channel. I'm your host, Jason Kokenzie, and today we got some awesome things coming to you in regards to mindset when it comes to business. But before we do that, let's get all the things that we normally do get out of the way. Hey, if you haven't liked and subscribed either on our podcast or YouTube or both, I encourage you to do so. Smash that subscribe button right now and make sure you share this with your friends and family. Because you know what? I know that there's a lot of people out there that are struggling financially, especially in a time like this, that don't know what to do financially. And this is a podcast about modern economy and how to run business from home, online business. That is what this podcast is all about. And it is also about mindset, which is an important thing too. And we're going to talk about mindset today, something I do hint at very often, but we're just going to focus on mindset today because I think it's an important thing for all of us to know and to conquer our fear. And so that's the topic of today. But if you're brand new to us, thank you. Thanks for jumping in here. Glad that you're a part of this. If you're a long-term subscriber or listener, I appreciate that. And if you are a long-time listener and you haven't subscribed yet, why not? Go ahead and jump on that. This is a no sales pitch zone. Guys, we're just here to give you information. If you have not gone over to iteachfreedom.com yet, please do so. Jump in there. That is our Facebook group that we just help mentor people, teach people about online business, show them what's there, what's available, what's out there in the world of business, on the online world, and ultimately how they can jump into it. There's no sales pitch. We don't have a direction to put you in a corner and sell you a course or anything like that. It's just there to help you. So today we're going to talk about mindset. You know, I find that mindset in business is probably one of the most crucial things that it comes to helping people be successful. You know, I find a lot of people say, well, you know, if you jump into online business, you realize, Jason, that there's not a whole lot of people out there that are not successful in business. Online or offline, brick and mortar? And the answer is yes, I do know that. And I'll tell you the reason why I know that is because they struggle with a bad mindset. They struggle with fear of success, fear of failure, fear of worrying about what people think about them, fear of not knowing what to do. They get paralysis by analysis. There's so many fears that they have. And so therefore, because of that, their mindset gets a hold of them. And therefore, because of that, they don't have success in their business. And I'm going to tell you something, the success that you want to have in online business is on the other side of fear. And you probably have heard that before, right? That's probably something that you've probably heard. Whatever it is in life that you want, it's on the other side of fear. And I'm going to tell you something, but here's what I find is that so often people are focused on the sunset that's before them that they forget about the sunrise that's behind them. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, so often in life, we're focused on the past. We're focused on dwelling on the past that we don't see the things that are going on behind us, the things that are growing in life, that if we just seize that, if we just see the opportunity that is in front of us, that being that sunrise that's coming up, and we take a hold of that, guys, great things are going to happen. We can't dwell in the past, because if we dwell in the past, it's going to destroy our future. You're saying, well, I had a good past. Great, but it's not what your future holds in front of you. I hope you have a good future too. I hope that you have lots of great things that happen in your future. But when all is said and done, your past is not going to determine today. Your today is going to determine today. And what you do today will determine tomorrow. And what you do tomorrow will determine the next day, right? So these are not profound things, but so often, I'm just going to be real candid with you guys. So often, many people allow a victim mentality to take care of their future for them. Jason, you just don't understand the past that I had. Jason, you don't understand my family. You don't understand where I live. Jason, I didn't get things on a silver spoon. Jason, you don't understand the house I grew up in. Jason, we didn't have much money when I grew up. Jason, this, that, the other thing. Jason, I didn't get a good education. Jason, I didn't go to college. Jason, I didn't have friends and family who supported me. Jason, my spouse doesn't this. Jason, my spouse doesn't that. You know, I don't care. And please understand, I care, but you are playing the victim card. You are playing the victim card. Jason, you don't understand. This is just how I am. No, it's not how you are. That's how you allow yourself to be. Well, Jason, I'm not good at this. Jason, I'm not good at that. Well, then stop. Be good at it. If you're not good at something, it's because you're not taking the time to be better at it. You can't be great automatically, and it goes from good to great to unstoppable, right? So you're all going to be bad when you first start at anything that you're doing. But we give the illustration of a child. The child, as they're born, they don't know how to eat by themselves. They can't feed themselves. They poop in their pants, right? But as time goes on, they learn how to get better at things. They learn how to sit up. They learn how to crawl. They eventually learn how to walk. But you never see a baby, once they fall down that first time that they try walking, you never see them get upset and stop. They continue to build their muscle productivity, their muscle memory. They keep moving forward. And ultimately, when all is said and done, they eventually learn how to not just to walk, but to run. And a lot of you are so fearful of the unknown that you analyze everything, and so therefore it paralyzes you into moving forward with anything. Guys, this is mindset. Every single person, and I want to say this, including myself, struggles with different angles of mindset. And guys, I'm very successful in business. I'm very successful in online business. I don't say that to brag. I'm just saying this to help you guys understand something, is that even as a super successful person, I still have mindset issues. There's still things I fear. I fear, and probably the biggest thing I fear about is what other people think about me. And here's the thing, I got to stop it. There's things about certain businesses that I do that I don't, that I fear about. I fear about what people think about me. Not that the businesses are bad or anything like that. They're actually awesome and great, but I'm worried about what other people think. And you know, I need to stop. So I'm just telling you, even as a person who's successful, I still struggle with those things. And so I try to help people take the next steps in their life, but I want you to understand, transparent wise, that I also still struggle. And there's always going to be those struggles, but I understand that if I want to be more successful in those things, I'm going to have to be more successful in the way that I go about the things that I do, right? So I need to conquer those fears by taking action. So if it's fear that I have, then that's a fear I need to do. Here's the thing. You're always going to fail in business. And if you haven't failed, you'll never be successful. If you haven't failed, you're never going to be successful. So you need to fail forward. What is it that you're struggling right now? Well, Jason, I just don't know what business to do. Well, then fine. Let's take the next step. Let's figure out what businesses that are out there that are actually worth you doing. If you don't know, go to iteachfreedom.com. There's a survey as soon as you join that asks you, would you like to have a video conference to learn about businesses that are out there? I promise you, there's no sales pitches. It's just you and me chatting about what's out there, what the opportunities are, and you can make a decision for yourself. So go to iteachfreedom.com. You're saying, well, Jason, I have a business that I think I want to do, but I don't know what's the next step. Is it the fact that you don't know what the next step is, or is it the fact that you don't want to do the next step? Because you're fearful what that next step might bring. It might be the fact that that means I have to take some money and I have to invest it into something. Okay, well, then here's the thing. You're never going to be successful if you don't take that first step in investing that money, right? Well, Jason, if I do this business, that means I'm going to have to be more evident on social media. And I don't know if I want to do it. Well, you know, here's the thing. I don't know what else to do except for the fact that I'm going to tell you something. Just jump into that and just start making it happen. I'm going to tell you, if you're a person who say, my business requires me be very visible on Facebook or very visible on Instagram or very visible on whatever platform, and I'm not sure I want to do that, well, then here's the thing. Here's the thing, you're never going to be successful. And you're saying, I'm going to have to get on video a lot. Well, here's the thing. Your videos are going to be terrible when you first start them. And that's okay. No one starts off to be good. You're going to get better. It's just a progression. It's the failing forward. But if your heart's in the right place and you want to help other people, then I promise you it's going to get better. It is. It's going to get better. So don't stress out about those different things. Understand, it's just part of the nature of the beast. So make sure that you understand mindset growth is part of the deal. Okay? Mindset and growth is part of the deal. What you have to understand that when you go into business, and I know I've talked about this numerous times, but I'm just going to reiterate it because some of you need to hear this. You're going to learn more about yourself and your weaknesses and your strengths by starting a business of any type than any other place in life. Business is a personal growth thing. You're going to actually excel more in personal growth than you are going to be anywhere else. So I just want to let you know that that's part of the program. That's part of the game. It's going to happen. So make sure that you understand that. Okay? It's a big deal. So mindset, okay? Mindset is important. You've got to take charge. Say, you know what? I'm going to become bulletproof. I'm going to become bulletproof because there are going to be negativity. I'm going to tell you something. Your friends and family are going to be the first people that are negative towards you. And that's always the hardest one. Right out the gate, you say, I'm going to jump into business. I'm going to be a business. I'm going to be an entrepreneur. People don't get that. They're not trained right because they're trained to be an employee and they don't think there's job security in it. They don't think there's job security in becoming an entrepreneur. And people will applaud you when it comes to raises, when it comes to promotions, when it comes to new jobs. They're gonna applaud you for those things. But here's the one thing: is when it comes to building online business, they don't applaud. Well, are you sure that you want to do this, Jason? Are you sure that you really want to jump into business? Is it really going to be worth it? Is it really, Jason? Are you sure that you want to do that? Let me tell you something. That's going to happen. And if you want the support and encouragement that you need to help conquer that mindset, then I'm going to tell you something. You need to get involved with I Teach Freedom because that's the place that we're going to encourage you. Continue to listen to these podcasts, watch these YouTube stations because we're going to help you have the mindset to move forward that despite the negativity that's going to be in your life, because there is, we're going to encourage you to move forward. Okay? So is that the fear of the fear of what people are going to think about you? Well, that's going to be there. I'm sorry. There's going to be people who say negative things about you. Don't worry about it because they're not paying your bills. They're not planning your future. You say, well, Jason, I have an unsupportive spouse. Then prove them wrong, right? That's one of the biggest things when I see married couples. One of them wants to start in business. They don't have the support of their spouse. And so let me just say this, prove them wrong. Prove them wrong. Get over the fact that they're not going to support you. Prove them wrong. Fear of success. I get that. That's a true fear for some people. Then that's why I think it's important to you to have the guidance that you need in order to move farther forward to help you. I have a fear of failure. Well, guess what? Failure is part of the game. And let's grow a group of support around you that when you do fail, you're going to be successful. If you want something different, you're going to have to do something different. For things to change, you're going to have to change. If you want a better situation with time freedom and financial freedom, you're going to have to do things differently. So I don't know what else to tell you other than make things happen. And the best way for you to conquer a negative mindset in your own life is to make things happen. Take action, right? Put things into play. So here's a question as we conclude today. What is it right now that you are fearing the most about taking the next step forward? What is it right now that you're saying, oh man, I am so much fearing this. I'm going to encourage you something. Will you today take that next step? Will you do something to help you take that next step to move forward with what it is that you need to do in your business to change your life? You're saying, well, Jason, I don't know what that business is. Again, go to iteachfreedom.com. I'm not going to make you feel bad. I'm going to help you have some direction that when we get off that video conference call, you're going to know exactly different options that you have in order to make some things happen in your business and in your life. And I'm here to support you as well. That's what Game Changers Facebook group's all about. ITeachFreedom.com is all about. It's about mentorship. I want to be able to help you to know what to do next. It's not just about, let me show you things, but I want to show you how to do things. And that's the whole thing, guys. Hey, click the subscribe button. If you're struggling with mindset, let me help you. Let's talk about the things that we need to talk about. Let's be transparent. Let's help move forward in business so that you're not fearful of what's going to happen because that's an important thing. So check us out. Click that subscribe button there on YouTube as well as the podcast. Share, like if you're a first-time listener. I hope you enjoyed the quick show, and we'll look forward to hopefully getting an opportunity to chat with you here very, very soon. Have a fantastic